Hey guys, JT here with BlackBerry.com. We have a hands-on for you today with the much anticipated Blaq for BlackBerry 10. Those of you that don't know, Blaq is a Twitter client that was first available on the Playbook. It quickly became one of the most popular, most downloaded apps, and definitely the most popular Twitter client on the BlackBerry tablet OS. And they've now made their way onto BlackBerry 10, and they're launching today. So I'm going to give you guys a quick look and hands-on at what features come with Blaq and what distinguishes this from pretty much every other Twitter client out there, and is, in my opinion, the best Twitter experience on any mobile operating system. The first thing I want to talk about is the active frame. It actually serves a really cool purpose. When the app is minimized, you'll see the cool logo like this, and upon receiving new tweets, you'll get a little bit of a little notification down here, which just lets you know that you have new tweets. Same thing with mentions, and same thing with DMs. Hopefully some new tweets come in. That way we can take a look at that. The active frame kind of functions in that dual use for having not only notifications but also being able to just stand by. That's a perfect example right there. When you open the app, you'll notice the high contrast in colors between the dark background and the white letters. Personally, for me, I think that's one of my favorite things about the app. It looks awesome. You'll quickly notice at the top we have this green bar here with a time frame, a timestamp, and obviously you have your current time up here at the top right corner. When you're navigating your timeline, you'll notice that the bar also moves along with it and changes time, indicating what time the tweets that came out that you're looking at what time they came out and they were posted. A quick tap to the top right hand corner will take you back to the top of the timeline, so navigating is pretty easy in terms of just how fluid the actual experience is. Scrolling, obviously, you can see is just ridiculously quick. There's no lag, there's no stopping, and no stuttering, and I think this is what's gonna really make a great experience for a lot of people. Blaq also lets you check out pictures, whether it's on Instagram or directly from Twitter, directly within the timeline, so you don't even have to really click into a tweet to be able to look at the content. You can just pretty much click on the picture directly. Let's see if I can find one right here so we can open it. See right here. So you can see the picture pretty much opens directly. From there we can save it or choose to share it as well. Since this is built natively, you'll notice that the functions are very smooth and very similar to what we're used to on BlackBerry 10. One of the biggest distinguishing features about Blaq is just navigating between your timeline and your other tabs. Instead of there being any tabs on the top or in the bottom, Blaq actually has it on the left hand side, and a quick swipe to the right reveals these tabs over here. It's pretty easy, very fluid. You have your compose button actually down here. This is your timeline, home tab, your mentions, DMs, your tweets that have been retweeted, your lists, your favorite, and also over here we have access to your profile, which lets you look at all your information and cover photo and stuff. And here we have access to a search, which also will double as a trend. You can check out the trends there, and a muting feature which has been included in this build. You can mute hashtags, Twitter handles, words, whatever you desire to kind of keep that off your timeline. In terms of settings, we have multiple account support, which is really cool. Show you guys I have the BlackBerry OS account there. If you want to navigate between 2 accounts, right now is the maximum due to Twitter's token limit that will be expanded in the future, we're being told, but for now it's at maximum 2 users per app, I guess you could say. But again, navigating is very easy, and even going between accounts is pretty quickly and seamless. Settings, we have over here in the top right hand corner, we have a you can pick the font size I personally like it kind of small, but if you guys choose to have a bigger font size, that's totally doable as well, and we have pretty good options here to make it easier to read. You'll also find an active pull timer. Obviously, the less time that you have in between pulls, the more battery you're going to use up, so make sure you set that to a smart time. The other cool thing with Blaq is how you interact with different tweets. So for example, you can obviously click into a tweet and then interact with it, but you can also pull to the left and interact with it. Before letting go, you can actually go between reply, retweeting, favoriting, and other options over here. So let's say I want to reply to ESPN right here. That's all I would do. It's pretty quickly. Let's say I want to retweet ESPN. Get a little notification right here that says retweet to your followers. You can decide to do it and to enable or disable the prompt. This is meant to prevent any accidental retweets. It used to happen with older builds, but that prompt was there to kind of prevent that. Same thing with favoriting. You can kind of favorite tweets and you'll be prompted as well to favorite it. One of the cool things that I really like about Blaq is how the compose screen works. Blaq is BBM connected, so you can choose to add your tweet to BBM or not by just clicking the BBM button. But there's also a counter, much like in the timeline at the top with the time. The counter here indicates how many characters you have left. And as you're typing, hey, how's everyone doing tonight? You'll notice that the little bar down here also fills up and lets you know. It's one of those little things that I think is really cool. Visually it stands out and it makes it easier to just see how much space you have left. All in all, that's pretty much a basic overview of Blaq. It's available right now for $2.99 in BlackBerry World. So if you haven't checked it out already, make sure you do. You will definitely not regret it. It is the best Twitter client out there right now for any device. So check it out and let us know what you think in the comments.